Welcome back to another video. We got a pretty wild, intense build here going on. So this one's finally done. This one is for Harold, and I'm gonna say this is probably my most intense, biggest build, most custom radio to date. So this is the kind of stuff I really like. But let's go over this thing and just, check it all out, go over the features. This is my first Troy DDS-VFO kit. Alright, the last one you guys saw a while back now, not too long ago, was the Razor radios kit. So that was a DDS-VFO in a 148. If you haven't seen that, check it out. That's a Razor Ray. His name's Ray. Okay, they call him Razor Ray. This one here is by Troy down in Texas. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Troy, so I'm an authorized dealer with them. Alright, so this is my first time doing one of these, and of course, the first time had to be a 2547, which needed a bunch of other kind of custom work to make it. Now, yeah, it goes to 0 and 1, that last digit. But yeah, these need a little bit extra than just pop it in the DDS-VFO kit and pop it in your display and stuff like that. So if anybody doesn't know, let's just start with well, what should we start with? Let's start with the cosmetics, I guess. Alright, so we carbon fibered the top and the bottom case. So let me just spin. I don't have all the screws in yet. I just wanted to get it. I just prepped it for the video here. So there's the side there. Came out absolutely gorgeous. And I'll show you the underneath. I can flip that up quick. Got the hole underneath done. Alright. So got that all done. And besides that, we did the white meter here. Now you can't see this because the light, the glare with the, but that looks awesome. I love the white. This is the first one I did with a white meter background. He was kind enough to let me kind of experiment with this radio, and we did some different things with it. So I said, I could get these white meter inserts. Are you interested in them? He said, yeah, I'll check them out. Sent him a picture. He said, yeah, go ahead. So put that in. Did a blue. Now it's not a real dark blue, because then if you go too dark with the blue here, you end up losing some of your visibility as far as that meter goes. So I didn't want to do white, because white on white sometimes, I don't know, with the way we had these colors over here, we just went with the blue. And then this here is a kind of a bluish color. They call it the blue, but it's not actually a blue. And then we changed all these red counter digits and mode lights and function lights over here over to blue. So that came out really nice. I don't know, it's a different color. I told him that, it's not all the same shades, not all matched up, and he was cool with that. So yeah, it's growing on me. I really like it. Okay, and then what we had to do here with the bezel. So I mean, this radio is totally completely disassembled. The bezel, I had to paint this. Okay, this all got painted on the edges because it's normally like a gray silver. Then the gamma ray graphics, thanks to gamma ray for the graphic, it does not cover. I'll show you over here. Right here the label stops, and then you have a piece of regular bezel. Then the label continues again, so it's a three pieces. It's this piece, the main piece, and then that piece there. So you got to paint these strips down in here. You got to paint all around the sides. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but it came out really good. We got echo in this thing. I put the echo right here. Painted your knobs to match. And let me just go over my list here, see what else we did. Bulletproof upgrade package. That's of course on the inside. You can't see that. Yep, I said. Oh, we also did a 5-band equalizer EQ inside. I may pop the cover off of this at the end of or towards the end of the video, and I'll let you take a peek inside. But yeah, it's got a 5-band EQ. I have it set right now to where I think it sounds good. If you need to adjust it, you can just pop this top cover off and you'll see your pots in there. Okay, if you wanted to get more highs or lows. And I think that pretty much covers it. We didn't have to do a high cut filter because this has the Galaxy noise filter. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else. So yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, so with the display here, you go with the larger display for the base station that they have, but then it's the window frame here is not big enough to accommodate, so then you got to you can see here, it's hard to see, but you have to take away the black paint that's on from the inside. You have to etch that all off, and then you have to tape it off, paint it to fit the opening. So that's something to keep in mind if anybody's thinking of doing one of these. And then the encoder here, you have to get a special 3D printed plastic piece for the knob. Insert that. And then it did not come with any screws or anything like that, so I had to get some screws. Went to the hardware store and found some that were the right size. I grabbed a bunch of different kind. Finally found one that worked. So got that in there, and then that's able to go through the plastic insert piece, which then goes through the metal chassis, because you got to be able to suck this piece into the frame of the radio. It's a little bit hard to explain, but yeah, there's just a lot of, you guys have probably heard Troy mention it down there, Toby. Like, putting the DDS kit VFO and wiring everything up is super straightforward. The hardest part is going to be the mounting and fitting everything to work right. So that's where the frustration comes in. Got y'all lined up here. Now this was showing, see if I go down in channels, I bet it'll go to 0. Like if I go to 19, well now it's on 1 here. But if I leave this radio on all day, that probably will drop to 0. And that's the thing with temperature. This counter here is very sensitive to temperature. This one here, the DDS-VFO, it has its own oscillator clock, built into the 5153 board. So this won't move. I mean, you put this thing on, it's just rock solid, ready to go, bang on. This, will move. Go by this here. Go by your DDS-VFO readout. And this is more like just a reference readout now at this point. We got all your lights here working. I try to show you that. I'm on lower sideband. Here's AM. Here's upper sideband. And then it says the mode, each mode as you flip it. There's ANL, that works. GNF, noise filter. Alright, Roger beep is no longer through the radio. Don't use the Roger beep through the radio. I'll show you how to do the Roger beeps through here. And I think that's every mode light we checked. Alright, so let's get in doing some stuff here. I have it set right now to go up. See, now there's 4150. See how it's lined up now. But yeah, I have this set. If you're in channel mode, I have it set to go up to channel 100 and let's see, I think 150. Yeah, 150. So 28505. And then -50 on the low side, 26465. All right. It's really not usable all the way, with that. They're not that broadband, but it's just cool, even if you're gonna just just try to listen or whatnot. So okay, so that's how that works with the channel. We're in channel mode. If you hold this then you can go to VFO mode. That would be considered a semi-long press. It's like a 1 second press. So now you're in VFO mode. So now you would not use your clarifier. I wanted to mention that. Gives you your mode right here, AM. Transmit, receive, and it just has thanks right here, but I could change that out for you. So you have the speaker right there. That means you're receiving. Let me get the microphone here, and I'll show you when it goes into transmit. This way you'll always know when you're in transmit, it'll switch. So that goes like that. Yeah, it's getting feedback there. So that's how that works. A little microphone comes up when it goes into transmit. And all right, so now if you want to change your frequency, you can go by 1K steps, you can go by hundreds, you can go by tenths. So however you want to do it, you would switch that once, and then you could change it that way, switch it again, and then you could just keep short pressing it. Now if you want to fine tune somebody on sideband, I would, you know, just go by this digit here and your tenths and do it that way. Let's turn the volume up here. Let's go up to, let's go to lower sideband, and we'll be in VFO mode here. We'll go up to 27,385. Turn the volume. So yeah, these guys are pretty much right on. So if somebody tells you you're off, it's probably on their end, or if somebody sounds off, it's probably mostly going to be on their end, unless they're running some higher end equipment or something like you have. Because these things do not drift. So that is just so awesome to be able to say, hey, I have a Galaxy and it doesn't drift. You know, that's a huge, huge deal. There's somebody talking up here. "555", we go up to upper side. So yeah, really cool. Alright, go back down here. Now, let's go to AM. Alright, and we'll check out some other features here. So, oh, see, I pressed it too long. Too short. If I hold it long, let's see. No. Let me go to channel. Maybe I have to do it in channel mode. Let me see. I'm still learning this too. So, hold. Yeah, okay. So then a hold press while you're in channel mode. It has to be getting a little bit of a glare here. Well, let me put this light on. I don't know if it might make it better. No, it doesn't make it any better. All right. So right now, let's see. So right now it says exit menu. Then you can go up to priority channel. Let me zoom this camera in here a little bit. And then you have add channel to group, channel group mode, scan channel group, scan all channels, spectrum. So this is the, you know, they call it like that spectrum analyzer. It's just like a spectrum scan, I think is the correct term for it. So spectrum all channels. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where was that? I just saw it. Alright, hold on here. Why is it not? Here we go. Spectrum all channels. Click that. And then that's pretty cool. So now you can see where everybody's talking. The only thing is I have it set pretty wide. I have 150. So here's that channel 150. And then that's -50. So, you know, you're covering a 200 channel spread right here, which is kind of wide. So what you do is if you turn your squelch up, oh, I know what I got to do. Yeah, so see right here, the strength is all the way up. So Ah, darn it. Let me show you what I was trying to do. Okay, so turn your strength down, that little bar. Yeah. And then you'll start getting people to stop. So he's on 6. See, it says right there, channel 6. Now this guy's on 12. He stopped our scan. Back to 6. But yeah, it's telling you what channel they're on. It'll stop it automatically when the strong signal comes through. See, I have it set here to about an S7. So anybody that's higher than that or at that, they'll break the scan. We'll go a little lower here on our, so we'll get some more people to stop it. See, I'm lowering that right there. So now we got a bunch more traffic coming through. They're on channel 3. Yeah, they're staying in there. They're a negative 18. So yeah, I mean, just play around with it. That's pretty. All right. Now the other thing you could do is we could scan all channels. I gotta put my squelch up. All right. So there, that starts now because I have the squelch up, and then if somebody breaks the squelch, it'll stop it. But probably have my squelch up too high now. Let's start turning this down a little bit. Get somebody to come through here. Yeah, see? 6. Super Bowl, of course. So yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so that's... I'll show you the Roger beeps too. So Roger beep is... you go into settings right here. And here's where you could put in your name if you want to change that. Okay, that's menu number 1. Here's the Roger beeps. So let's go through that here quick. I'll put the talk back on so you could hear it. All right. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back here. But I had to I hooked up my dummy load because I don't want to be transmitting these Roger beeps going through this over the air. All right, so 0 is no Roger beep. I have the external speaker hooked up. If you go then to so click on it, and then go up to 1. See, I got to turn my volume up here. Let's see, what do we got to do? Oh, I got to turn my mic gain up. That's why my mic gain was down. Okay. All right, that should work now. So that's 1. Here's 2. Oh, I'm not going to go through all of them, but you get the idea. Pick which one you want. I like 11. I like 11. Here's 11. Alright, so yeah, you would just go like that, or semi-long press. You'll get the hang of it. I forget which ones you have to hold for long. So yeah, it's saved as 11 then. So I'm going to actually get that off of here. Back down to 0 for now. But yeah, that's how you do your Roger beeps. Alright. That's pretty much it for this menu. The rest of the menu is more for settings with the actual setting up the DDS-VFO. So then just long press this. Takes you back to that. You go back to channel mode or VFO mode. I'm just going to do channel mode. Alright, so that pretty much covers everything with the DDS-VFO and things that were done to the radio. Now, the next one I do, I obviously won't go through all this stuff like I did this one because I could say, well, refer back to this video as far as wanting to know about features and stuff, but they have so much information anyways on the DDS-VFO site that you could pretty much figure anything out on there, download manuals and quick reference guides and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's test the radio out. Let's make sure that's working good. We heard it over the air. You know, it's definitely working. Receives, you know, spot on as far as frequency. All your frequencies are fully aligned with the GPS DO, so you're all set there. This has no function anymore. I will make note of that. Okay, that's gonzo. And yeah, like I said, Roger beep, do through here, do the menu, and your modes are still the same. To switch modes is still there. Everything else is still the same. Clarifier you still use if you're in channel mode. Alright, I'm going to turn this talk back off. Let's get this thing on the meters here, see what it's doing. You have the MOSFET upgrade. We upgraded your transistor here. I'll just show you what you're going to be running this into an amp. So I'll show you what I got going on for carrier and all that good stuff. Here's with the power all the way down. Should be right at 2 watts. I'm going to turn my mic gain down. So yeah, right there. Alright, 2 watts. Here's with it all the way up. And this will vary, guys, about 6 watts all the way up, 6.5. Depending on the voltage you have your power supply set at, depending on your power cord, the dead key will change. It's something that I think gets overlooked a lot. Well, you showed me my radio's dead key and I got it, you know, at my house or in my car, it's only dead key in this or whatever, or it's dead key in more. Well, you know, are you using the same exact power cord, or are you using the same exact voltage I was? How much drop do you have when you key up versus how much drop I have when I key up? Now, this power supply right now that we're on is at 14.4. I'm running off the Astron. Something I did since the last video is I hooked up a, if you can see it back there, it's hiding back there, a super cap. I don't know if I told you guys about that. So there's a 5 farad, so a 5 million microfarad cap back there. That goes to this meter up here, which is an amp and a DC voltmeter, which then goes over there to my other 100 amp power supply, my switching supply. If I key up on that power supply, it may show a half a watt difference or something. It's just, you know, because it's or it may show more, or you don't know. But, well, I will tell you though, those caps, if you put a cap in line with your power supply, it will really steady up your, like, stiffen up your supply. I get no drop. I get absolutely no drop with that power supply now, and it took out the noise too. So those caps are great. All right, let's check out your average power from the 6 watt key. $10 on the bird, 12 on the LP. From the 2 watt. And about 4. Okay. All right, let's check it out on the scope. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show peak power yet. Hold on here. All right, let me put the peak kit on. So here's from the low side. Audio check. Audio check. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. Okay, she'll tickle about 38 watts or so, 40. And then here's with the power all the way up. Audio 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. Audio 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. Over 40. Alright, so came out good there. Let's go to sideband. Here's lower side. So no carrier, let that drop. Audio 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5, just over 30. 1 2 3 4 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. Just over 30 on sideband. Alright. Just do a quick scope shot here. Let me zoom out. Or put it back into AM. I'll show it from the 2-watt carrier that you plan on running. Turn our mic gain up. Yep, that's up all the way. So there's your signal. Okay, looking good. Turn up the carrier now. Stays really nice. We're losing our lock. Nice, get that back in focus. Whoop, too far. So there that is, so that's great. Alright, zoom back out. So nice clean signal. And hopefully you guys know that I'd rather you know a couple less watts than have a dirty signal. So I'd rather take the clean, clear audio power over a little bit extra of the garbage any day, unless you know somebody is using a key down rig or a comp rig, something like that. Then that's a totally different story. Those are set up totally different. If you're in a competition. All right, let's check out the audio. We got that 5-band EQ in here. Hopefully it comes through okay. All right, up to channel 22. Let you hear the echo as well. I don't know if we're gonna get feedback or what. Right. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check. 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check. Audio. That sounds great. Here's with some echo. 1 1 2 1 2 3 4 and 5. Break channel. Hey, break channel. Radio check. So super clean, clear audio. We could go a little more with the. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Go a little more with the echo. 1 1 2 1 2 3 3 3 1 2 1 1. I could turn this back a little now. Yep. Trying to sound like we're filling up a room. 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 5. So play around with it, set it how you like it, but you got a lot of adjustability there. Check out sideband quick, turn my echo off. Turn that down a little bit. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Audio check. Sounding great there. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it. You guys have seen the receive on these. You guys seen, you know, spectrum analyzer, stuff like that. I've got other videos. I don't like doing a million videos of showing the same stuff. I wanted to really cover the DDS-VFO stuff on this, being that this is my first one, and just kind of highlight some of the stuff with this thing. But yeah, this is, I'm calling this BlackMaxx. That's what this guy is. This is going to be the DX-2547 BlackMaxx. And it's just a boss of a radio, and yeah, just came out really great. Like the carbon fiber, the way that came out. And if anybody has any questions on anything, just let me know in the comments below. Alright, I told you I'd show you the inside, so here it is. I got the cover popped. So this is how we did it. Our echo board's over here. If you ever need to adjust anything, you know, the controls are right in the front. Here's the 5-band EQ right here. It actually has a speech compressor built into it. I have a little bit of compression at it. And then here's your 1 2 3 4 5 bands with your pots. You have a mic gain pot here, and you also have a an output level pot. Now this has an output level pot as well. So there was a lot of back and forth type going on, because you also have a mic gain out here on the front as well. So I have it where I think you're going to be good with your microphones. If you, for some chance, need to adjust something, you have lots of different adjustments to play with to get yourself dialed in. Here's the DDS-VFO, alright, with your Arduino. And you got your bulletproof upgrade package done, all inside. I'm not going to go through everything. If you need me to show you anything, I can always send you a private video. But you know, you've had multiple of my radios, so you know the deal. But I just wanted to show people that, and that weren't familiar with that compressor slash equalizer board. You guys will notice on the site, you know, I'm getting them away from the amps, away from the new radios. I'm not even going to be selling any new amplifiers, nothing like that, because I just don't have the time for it. Okay, and I'm gonna let somebody else have you know, deal with it. But yeah, I'm just strictly going to be going towards a send-in, mail-in type service eventually here. So the accessories will still be getting sold. I'll have accessories on the sites, parts, you know, microphones, echo boards, brackets, coax. I did get a couple antennas in finally. Okay, I got to get a couple sent out. I have a couple people that are going to test them out for me, antennas. They got a couple antenna testers. I got a guy doing microphones for me. He's testing microphones. So this way, when I put them on the site, I can say with confidence, yes, it's a good product or whatnot. So that's why I like to get this stuff tested real world if I'm going to be selling it. All right, so enough of me jibber jabbering and going on here. I just wanted to give that one last little update. So thank you much, guys, for everything. And the Radio Garage, we're off the key.